All right, guys. Good morning / afternoon. Sorry I haven't posted anything lately. That last job I was on with all the concrete, it was just dig holes, bury concrete. That's all it was, and it was just redundant. That's all I'd done for 2 days. Just dig holes and bury concrete. So I didn't post any videos on that. But what we've got here, we've got the pad's size is going to be a 50 by 70. You can see a corner there, a corner up here. There's your driveway going to come off of there, but 50 by 70 pad, but it's a 40 by 60 building. So anyway, I had to go look at a bunch of ponds this morning, so I'm a little bit of a late start right now, but my goal is to go ahead and get the driveway, all the sod peeled off, get the material laid down, and gravel the main portion of the driveway. And that way, when I start hauling the clay in here to build the pad with, I won't rut that up, because I'm afraid that's going to get soft if I keep driving, because I'm going to be in and out of here quite a little bit for the size this is going to be. There's not a lot of fall, but probably it'll be 26 inches, probably, just guessing. So anyway, right now what I'm going to do is set my corners. He just roughed it in, he didn't square it, so I'm going to set my corners. That way when I start pushing the sod, I'm just going to push it down here someplace. We may or may not be able to use that on the slopes, we'll see, and we'll kind of go from there. So I'm going to fire the 850 up, and I'm going to here in just a minute, after I get my corners set, and that way I don't lose my dimensions, and then we're going to start pushing sod off this dude. guys off to get some gravel before the quarry closes. So anyway, I want to get this driveway in, and that way I can start hauling that clay in tomorrow, and I won't mess up the driveway or get squishy because there's a lot of topsoil. So I'm gonna lay the material down, put the gravel on. Bad thing is the wind is blowing 900 miles an hour and I'm by myself, so it may be fun laying that material out. We'll see. good morning, guys. Yesterday I didn't get an opportunity to do an outro on this job that we moved to. Got the driveway cut, got the material laid down, got some gravel in. It's not fine-tuned. It's not completely finished yet, but I'm going to be running in and over the top of it all day today, and there's no sense in fine-tuning it with me running over it. I'll get some compaction down, a little bit more compaction down on it, and then I'll ultimately may have to add a little bit more, but ultimately we'll get her back dragged and get her cleaned all up. But anyway, move over here. This is a 50 by 70 pad. So I went in, scraped all of the sod off, got it stacked over there, and now I'm hauling in clay to put in here. The building is actually going to be a 40 by 60, but the concrete guy wants a 50 by 70 pad. That way I give him opportunity to set out and dig footings, and I guess they're going to monolithic pour it. So anyway, today, like I said, not much excitement again today, and I apologize for not getting any videos put out lately, but I just didn't think it would be, all that great of material to be putting out there. So it just, I had several days digging up concrete and digging holes and burying concrete, and I mean, hard to make a video out of that. But anyway, I'm gonna get back in the swing of it, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me, and lots of good projects that we've got coming up. But I try not to waste people's time on some of the boring stuff. So anyway, we're gonna dump this out, and we're gonna start spreading here after a while once I get a few loads hauled in. All right, yeah, this little bed doesn't have a liner in it. It's a little bit rough. So if the clay starts sticking, in it, then man, it is a nightmare to get out. So I try to stay on top of it and get her kind of shoveled out as the day goes on. Well, let's go load her up. Alright guys, we're gonna load this sucker up. As you can see by that house, it's a really nice place and all asphalt driveway. So I've been trying to limit my turns as much as I possibly can in there because I don't want to bar that, you know, that driveway up. And I've been backing in there. That was actually the first trip I pulled in there, but the traffic was really bad, and so I pulled in there, which didn't turn out too bad. But as I progress on with the pad, I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to have to continue to back in off the highway, and it can be a pain in the butt because traffic. But we're gonna, you know, if we have to wait, I guess we have to wait from time to time, you know. This place here is the one that I didn't film. I done some Instagram pictures and posted those, but I mean, this is all outbuildings and all of that, and lots of concrete. I think it used to be a dairy operation because there was a big old barn down there with a lot of concrete, and it was big. And I think it used to be, because it had an odd shaped floor, and I started finding some, you know, dairy related items in, you know, different metal and different stuff like that. So I think that's what that used to be, but this is all just trees and, you know, all kinds of concrete and outbuildings and all of that. But I mean, it didn't turn out too bad. The owner, when I started, he left and went on vacation, so I've not talked to him yet to see if he wants me to bring the 850 back out and do a, you know, really good, you know, final grade on it. But I think, if I understood him correctly, it's going to be a yard, and I mean, it's not bad. You know, as it is now, it's not bad. But we'll see. Let him make that decision. I'll do whatever he wants to do, and now's when I wish I had a skid steer and a power rake run over this, because I mean, it's relatively level. But Alrighty guys, well, we have 6 loads of clay in here. And so what I'm going to do now, I mean, you can look. I done my shots earlier. Here's my pad height here. Basically where this mark's at. And it's that way with all of them. This one up here is our high point. And our pad height is going to be roughly 6 inches above ground here, right here. That puts us, because they're going to put a concrete approach in here up to the gravel right there. 26 foot is where it's going to be, so it's going to end somewhere around where that gravel's at. It'll be a 4-inch pad. 6 inches there puts us about a foot high, give or take, right in here. And see, my biggest concern is, see that roof? No guttering, which I'm going to talk them into getting guttering on it. But regardless, you're going to have a lot of water coming right at the building, and it's going to be landing right down on here where the gravel's going to be. So I've got to create a negative slope away from the building. Now, granted, my pad's in a 5-foot overbuild, so the building's going to be setting back. Okay, building's going to be setting back dependent upon, because we're deep down here on this corner, so they may try to shuffle the building forward a little bit. I don't know, but we're really tight on room, so they may in fact push it all the way back. I don't know, that's up to the concrete guys. But anyway, right here where my pad is at, so my pad height's going to be about a foot high right in through here. And then you can see it's about a foot high right in through here. Okay, and then it takes a hard fall off back here. It really falls off right here. As you can see, our pad height's going to be here. So I believe that's 27 inches, 27, 28 inches above. As you can see, here's a lateral line here, another one there, and another one there. So I am going to more than likely be out here a little ways on this lateral line. But it's not, you know, with the dozer, I'm not too concerned about that, because I'm not gonna, looks like they got a pretty good amount of dirt above, so I'm not too awful worried about that. I mean, some point in time, if they ever have to replace a lateral line or something, then they'll have to dig through the edges of the slope off the pad here. But, and again, not a big deal. But as you can see, the lateral line humps 1, 2, 3 right here. So, but anyway, our pad height's going to be here. I hate to have it that high, but we don't have any choice in order to create enough negative slope on the north end, north being that way, on the north end, in order to keep any chance of water, because we're sloping down this whole entire way. So I'd rather have it a little bit too high than not high enough. But, you know, plus you're going to have, I mean, you're going to have, you know, 3 inches of gravel more than likely, and on top of the pad, plus, you know, 4 inches of concrete. So, I mean, you're going to have 7 inches above pad height anyway. So, you know, should give us plenty of height without having any chance of water getting into the building. But like I said, we just got to allow for this concrete approach out here and give just a little bit of slope, you know, give a little bit of slope away. So I believe I figured there's going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 inches, 3 to 4 inches from the building to where the gravel's at. So just a gradual, that's 26 foot. So 3 inches over, 4 inches over 26 foot. That'll be a nice gradual, because that's going to be where they're going to wash their vehicles outside. They're doing a detailing shop here is what they're doing, detail cars. So that's why they need this bigger building. And that's why, again, that's why they're going to have the concrete out here so they can wash and then pull inside and do their detailing inside. So anyway, I mean, we're going to be tight. You know, if the lateral lines weren't there, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal. And they actually talked about putting the building over there, but again, the lateral lines are there, and so, you know, this is the best place that we could find. But we're tight, and I mean, we're 10 foot away from the fence here, and I've still got a slope, so that's going to put us right up next to the fence, you know. So there's going to be a lot of finagling to get everything to work, but I think we'll get her. But anyway, I'm going to fire the 850 up, and we're going to start laying this in. I'm going to start compacting it. This clay is a little bit powdery. It's sticking like crazy inside the truck and on the machine. But so I've got a sprinkler over there, so I may in fact, as I get this out and start compacting it, I may in fact throw a little bit of water on it. It's going to be nasty if I do that, but I would want to make sure and get it really, really tight. Bad thing is, once we get up here and get the pad laid in here with clay, I'm not going to be able to back that truck up on that pad, which I would love to be able to get the truck on the pad to help compact it. But I'm not going to be able to do that because fresh gravel there, and then, you know, in and of itself, that's not a deal breaker, but we got an asphalt driveway all the way around to the road, and if I back up on that pad and go to compacting it, I'm going to have clay strung all over their asphalt, and they probably wouldn't like that. So anyway, let's fire the 850 up and let's get the moving some clay. All right, guys. Well, I decided to go ahead and throw the sprinkler on there, especially on this deep end. Wetting it up, and you think it's getting sticky. But I think it is. Getting a little sticky, which is good, because we want compaction is what we want. So that was just a little bit dry. So I wanted to throw that on there and just help it, you know, help it soak down and help compact. And I mean, I'm getting a free wash on the 850 and compacting the clay at the same time, so life is good. Alrighty, guys. Well, we're gonna call it a day today. We've got me and the wife's gonna head to Joplin, go and eat and kind of just hang out, kind of a hubby wife get together. We may actually go by the Joplin truck show going on down there too. So, but anyway, there's 6 loads in here. And as you can see, I mean, it's getting really sticky. Like I said, I put that sprinkler on there, mainly on this end. I mean, you can see here. I mean, she's tightening up over here because this is where I had the sprinkler set the most. I mean, you can see the water standing and stuff. So, I mean, it's got some moisture in it. When that dries, that'll tighten right up. But like I said, I wanted to add just a little bit of moisture to this clay because it was just a wee bit dry. I mean, it's still damp enough to stick in the bucket, stick in the truck, stuff like that. But once you start compacting and stuff, man, I just want to really get it tight. So I've had good luck with that, throwing a little moisture to it, and sure helps. But again, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and we'll probably come back tomorrow and work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. We'll probably come back and work because I really want to get this done. And I mean, we're a quarter of the way there. So anyway, my pile over there, I may have another 6 loads, which isn't going to get us where we need to be, but I've got another source for some clay that's close. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to go and get out of here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave comments. Ring that notification bell, and that way you know when I post a new video. Again, also follow me on Instagram at DirtDaddy953. I've been posting a lot on Instagram and been slacking a little bit on YouTube. So anyway, again, follow me there, and that's at DirtDaddy953. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here, and appreciate you, and we'll talk to you later.